Hello everybody, welcome back to A Noire. Where we last left off, we did a bunch of side criminal activity stuff and then talked with somebody. And that's about where my case went. On top of, actually investigating the crime scene. Hopefully we can figure out more. But it doesn't look like we have a name for our suspects. But we do know that they left with our victim. Or at least assume so. I do apologize for being
I'll try the back door.
mixing
Wait here
cases. But that episode was just getting too long. Huh. That's interesting. That doesn't normally happen.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
It's not just been jimmy, the whole glass has been broken. God, the amount of beer bottles here. What in the world? What happened here?
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
I think I'm gonna climb through a window with a $30 suit. Oh, I love inflation. Oh boy, what has it caused? This is just a cleaner.
Not sure this means much.
Yeah, I know that. That's a cleaner. If you sober up, you can find me at the apartment too.
Obviously having problems. Speaks to motive.
Well, yeah,
Crime
but
scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on.
yeah. So Jacob wasn't here.
One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, fellas. I get nasty when I'm thirsty.
So he wasn't here when the burglary took place, yeah?
Badge number 564. Requesting technical services for suspected 459 at
This was where the ring was.
The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Looks like you just got home. I have some questions if you don't mind me asking.
I knew it wasn't safe around here and...
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Durr, herpty durr, we knew that much. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down. I hear that way too
Let's see
often.
what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Now, can I make it there without there being criminal activity?
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. Skipper says bring him in. Keep the hats on the back for him.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Did you see you come to your senses.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
I get the point.
Why are we stopped? Yeah, thought so. Ripped this whole door off because he wouldn't get out of the way. I'm gonna try anyway.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. Follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I have a book.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a fly.
Nothing significant.
What do you mean? It's trying to get better. I think.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady.
You do something to my.
He'll be back in. Sit tight.
Oh, you're size 11s.
Size 11s.
They don't match the shoe size on scene, which was 8. Strange. Baseball bat that looks familiar.
Seems irrelevant.
That's relevant, as we were told that it could possibly be a murder weapon. That's why it's relevant. Let's have a chat.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Do I have evidence to prove otherwise? I think I do. Because yeah, you do know, because yeah, you're lying. I could prove it.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
You do. It's right there.
We know she went to the Bomber Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Have to live with that.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night, I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
I don't know if that's true or not. Neighbor testifies that the victim sporting a black eye after a fight with husband. I don't know if that's a lie or if that's a. Hold on, I'll just do a. We'll just do a remove the answer. Yeah, that still leaves marital problems up to debate. I'm gonna go with that's a lie.
That's a lie and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective?
I'm gonna go with the marital problems. Yeah, I didn't think so.
My wife.
But
was a
I
drunk.
felt
There was
like
a
that.
sickness with her. Doesn't mean I didn't love her. Would you stop loving your wife if she was unwell?
No, I wouldn't. Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I doubt that.
You went to her house, you fought, you beat her, she left, and then you followed her.
I mean, yeah, but I had
left first. She tried to batter me with a frying pan. I had to slap her down.
Understandable.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Whoa!
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
What's that bunkum?
Man, I'm not good.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Got a few of those wrong, but I kind of understood why I did that. I went for plays that didn't make much sense.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks for the specifics.
Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks.
Alright, we're
Any
gonna
other
get him.
messages?
He's our suspect.
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
We're going to Mendez's apartment. We're gathering
Alonzo
him.
Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter in.
got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things.
So that's why you never sober.
Exactly.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, though. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Hey, isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Hey, isn't that cop that? Isn't that the cop?
Mendez, apartment 16.
Fun, isn't that like on the top? Yeah, the 4th floor is Mendez. Because of course it is. Because it was 12. I thought that was the 4th floor. I guess I didn't count.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Okay, really? He's not here? I would have thought he would have been. Or maybe he's out working. Maybe that's it. Wow, look at that. Eggs.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
It's clearly egg is place.
I don't think so.
Can't open up his cookie jar and take his cookies or his coffee. There's a newspaper right there. I know there's a newspaper right there. Can I have it? I guess I can't have it. That's not fun. Okay, I just kicked in the door again.
Probably not.
Well, I can't even like open it up and see what it is. He's gone. Left his gun though.
Junk.
You're telling me the gun is not... Yeah, point the gun at yourself, too, while you're at it. Eight?
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
And there's the bloody pipe socket wrench thing that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, our suspect is definitely this guy.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Yeah, there's the lipstick. This is definitely our guy.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey! What gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Probably should have told him we...
Lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Stop right there.
Probably should have told him that you were LAPD until you got close enough to him to arrest him. Just saying.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Get in and drive.
Not losing you now. god, you can take turns tight.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Got his tire. Got him. Oh my god! Absolutely destroyed his vehicle.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Absolutely destroyed his vehicle. Oh my god.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Don't have to.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
18 out of 19 clues, 4 to 6 questions correct. Not bad at all. The suspect is in the bag, even if you did leave Jacob sweating in central lockup. I feel bad, but oh well.
Something to this pain, to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up for you.
Why did you do another one? Oh! Wow. Okay.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
All right.
Door knocking all morning. But I gotta make in the car in the end.
Gonna make up the car in the end.
I need a drink. I guess they got me.
So is this whole copycat murder thing gonna be all that happens? This entire like homicide thing until we eventually lead up to catching the serial killer? I'm assuming. I don't know. Do I have that patrol car unlocked? It's gonna find out. Apparently I do. I don't care. But yeah, I wonder, because this is definitely not the serial killer. But looks like we're actually pretty close by, which is surprising, because normally our cases are really far away. we'll go ahead and get a head start on this case.
Did a decent job on the Henry case, though. Not bad for your first time in bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right.
Hey, come on!
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
What in the world?
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
You don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
This is awful.
How in the world did it, well, I mean, I guess the captain kept
I
the
was first
press
on scene.
at bay. What's it all about?
All these people are vultures, officer.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reported.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
So what's going on over there?
Could be just another copycat.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
I wasn't asking. Oh wow, really? Another victim like this? Oh, I'm sorry.
Similar MO.
For what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. They were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
There seems to be a watch missing.
Looks like she was tied up.
That or
It
that.
does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too.
That must be a
I think her
watch.
watch might have been torn off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was a watch. Ooh.
Look at your mark. It's very
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
What's that?
What's
Ring?
this mark? A cut on a finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
In the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
We have a name tag.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Parent teacher associate. Money. Was it
The
robbed?
motive was robbery. Why not take the money?
I don't know. I doubt it'd be traceable, would it? They took a watch and a wedding ring.
Detective,
This is odd.
RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you?
Bottle?
Grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
There's bottles everywhere. I'm not sure if this has to do with the park residents or if it's part of the case. I guess I was told that it's not connected. Okay, so there's only 2 pieces of evidence here. Like, I don't want to say 2 pieces of evidence, but 2 markers of importance. There's a 3rd one. Why? Oh, shoe size. Footprints. Leading up to the body. Well, there's that. Might as well go question the husband.
But you can tell me what's going on.
But you could tell me what's going on. I want the sweet scoop. Yes, I do. I'm gonna start heading that way just to like find out that I have to do more criminal investigation stuff. Watch. There's gonna be criminal activity for me to go do, and I'm gonna be stuck doing it. That last case though was pretty good.
Playing the boyfriend.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
It doesn't work out then.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my 3rd divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Don't tell me your eye don't fit.
This conversation is over.
This conversation is over. Oh my god, I'm gonna make it to my destination without there ever being criminal activity. Whoops.
Easy.
You're really not doing that good. Hello.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
He'll be back in. Just sit.
What sort of evidence or things I can collect?
My partner will explain everything with respect.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Did I pick that up as evidence, or was that just a fact that you had to say? I don't know. That's probably also the wedding ring, if I had to guess.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Missing watch and rings. So there's that. That just more than confirms it by now. I doubt there would be anything there. I didn't see anything here either.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Don't forget Mom's birthday on the 8th. Or the 18th. There's a note in the kitchen. It's not. A carrot help. I shall eat the carrot. Is there anything else? I just clicked out of the game. Nice. can grab a lemon. I'm sorry.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. He's telling me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I know it's painful, Michelle. This may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose
Tell her
herself.
she's lying.
A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. They had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset.
Come on, high question mark.
Daddy came instead.
How was
did
that
he come
wrong?
and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
I didn't listen to
Mom
the
and
part
Dad
where she
are
said she wasn't doing anything.
happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it.
Man, he is really good at buying
All
presents.
over golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss
Oh.
Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Oh, I get to go right into another set of questions. Fun.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
That's the truth.
You always wear size 9s?
Sometimes 10s.
Why would you? Why would you?
Depends on the brand. Foreign shoes have different sizes.
Unless you knew. Unless he knew.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
What? So watch. Prince moon size leading. Verify after domestic. It's calling home repeatedly with no answer. The murder. I feel like you're lying. I'm gonna use that as evidence.
And you didn't report
I
that she
don't
was
feel like
missing
these
till this
questions are
morning?
going very
That's
far.
Very unusual,
Very
Mr.
good.
Muller. Not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different?
That you
better think about leaving.
I don't
You're gonna have
know,
some
man.
trouble on your hands.
I don't know, man. Well, if I get a question wrong, I just have a tendency to get the
So
rest
you
of
were
them
here
wrong.
all
It's
night.
just not gonna
You
work out
stayed
for
in
me.
while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
And let me guess, is that something am I supposed to use that? I'm gonna try and use that as a lie again.
If you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try. I just don't know what else to go with.
I wasn't.
What were you? How she called constantly and you didn't respond? Explain that.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
That didn't. I don't believe that. Because she never showed up in the first place. She didn't show up in the first place.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories?
I assumed
Because
they
we're
might have
starting to like you
Thought
for this.
maybe.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
I assume there was like a fight, and that's the only reason she.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true. God damn it.
Again, I want to mention that that's a lie as well.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
They explain the golden butterfly that was purchased.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Yeah, you keep buying presents
Nobody
for her
likes
to make
a
up for.
cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Hi. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
I ain't gonna let him get
We
away.
need this guy to make the case.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. That was easy. Wow, you really...
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Oh yeah, you
Get him
can.
booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here to clean up, take care of the kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a call.
Galloway, Homicide Division.
Phelps,
number
badge
564.
1247.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
How could I you
We
help,
get Ray
Detective?
Pinker and a technical service.
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
North Bonnie Bray Street.
Checking for you, Detective.
Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it off here. Very, very suspicious of the husband, yeah. Very weird. Weird. Very, very, very suspicious, but we didn't have evidence and I couldn't break him. But I did get him a couple times. But anyways, I'm gonna have to leave it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed so far. This game, I could do really good at this game sometimes, and other times I could do really bad. But anyways, if you guys suggest what we play, please do down in the comment section below. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.